Good afternoon, students. In this lecture, we are going to study what is meant by nanotechnology, nanochemistry, what is meant by nanomaterials. First of all, what is meant by nanotechnology? It is the design, characterization, production and application of structures, device and system by controlling size and shape to the nanometer scale. That means 1 nanometer, we know that 1 nanometer is equal to 10 raised to minus 9 meter. Therefore, such a type of structures, device or system are developed up to the size of 1 nanometer scale, that is called as nanotechnology. Next is what is meant by nanomaterials. Nanomaterial is the material having structural component with at least one dimension in the nanometer scale, that is 1 to 100 nanometer scale. What is meant by nanomaterial? Material having structural component with at least one dimension in the nanometer scale, that is 1 to 100 nanometer. That is called as nanomaterial. Nanomaterials are larger than single atom but smaller than bacteria and cell. Larger than single atom but smaller than bacteria and cells. These nanomaterials may be nanotubes, nanowires, nanoparticles, nanorods, etc. Nanostructural material may be organic molecules, inorganic cluster compounds, it may be metallic, it may be semiconductor particles also. There are, depending on dimensions in a nanometer scale, there are 3 types of nanostructural material. First is a 0-dimensional nanostructure. First is 0-dimensional nanostructure. Example of 0-dimensional nanostructure is nanoparticles. Nanoparticles. What is meant by 0-dimensional nanostructure? 0-dimensional nanostructure is one in which all 3 dimensions are in a nano scale. That is called as 0-dimensional nanostructure. Example of 0-dimensional nanostructure is nanoparticles. Then second is 1-dimensional nanostructure. 1-dimensional nanostructure. Example is nanowires and nanorods are the examples of 1-dimensional nanostructure. What is meant by 1-dimensional nanostructure? 1-dimensional nanostructure is one in which 2 dimensions are in nanometer scale, that is called as 1-dimensional nanostructure. Then third one is 2-dimensional nanostructure. 2-dimensional nanostructures. Example of 2-dimensional nanostructure is thin film. Thin films is the example of 2-dimensional nanostructure. What is meant by 2-dimensional nanostructure? 2-dimensional nanostructure is one in which one dimension is in nanometer scale, that is called as 2-dimensional nanostructure. Then next is definition of nanochemistry. Nanochemistry. It is a combination of chemistry and nanoscience. It deals with designing and synthesis of materials of nanoscale with different size and shapes is called as nanochemistry. Nanochemistry deals with designing and synthesis of material of nanometer scale with different size and shape called as nanochemistry. Nanochemistry is used in different sciences. Nanochemistry used in physical sciences, chemical sciences, material sciences. It is also used in engineering or biological and medical application. Nanoscience having very important application in medical field. For example, very highly useful application of nanochemistry is in medicine. For example, simple skincare products such as sunscreen. Sunscreen contains nanoparticles of zinc oxide and titanium oxide. These nanoparticles, one multiple choice question will be asked for 1 mark. In sunscreen, which nanomaterial is present? In sunscreen, nanoparticles of zinc oxide and titanium oxide is present. What is the role of these nanoparticles in sunscreen? Sunscreen contains nanoparticle of zinc oxide and titanium oxide. These chemical protect against skin. These chemical protect skin against harmful UV rays by absorbing or by reflecting the light and prevent the skin from damage. This is very important application of nanochemistry. Then characteristic features of nanoparticles. Next point is characteristic features of nanoparticles. First characteristic feature is color. Color is an optical property of nanomaterial. Optical property that is different at nanoscale. For example, elemental gold has nice shiny yellow color. However, if you have only 100 gold atoms are arranged in a cube, then its color becomes much more red. That means small amount of elemental gold shows yellow shiny color, but if 100 gold atom arranged in a cube, then its color changes to much more red. Then second is surface area. Surface area is the another characteristic feature of nanoparticles. High surface to volume ratio is a very important characteristic of nanoparticle, because for reaction to occur having high surface area, nanoparticles having small volume and high surface area, which is required for catalytic activity. Therefore, nanoparticle provide high surface to volume ratio. It is very important for catalytic activity. Therefore, chemical reactions in which catalyst of nanoparticles are used, then reaction becomes very faster. Therefore, with a large surface area for the same volume, these nanoparticles react much faster, because more surface area provides more number of reaction sites, leading to more chemical reactivity. Therefore, surface area is the very important characteristic of nanoparticles, which is required for reaction to occur faster. Then Next point we will discuss in next lecture.